Good.
I'm too into this happening. This whatever is happening right here.
Whatever's happening here.
It's just everywhere. Hello, everyone. I'm Allison, and welcome to My Weekly Meltdown. This is Beth, and Tyler is in a Zoom class, and he's got a shower because apparently he thinks we can smell him through the. I don't know, but he's got to take.
He's stanky. We can tell he's stanky.
I don't care. He wears the same. He's always in a sleeveless shirt. What color sleeveless shirt is he going to be in when he pops on?
White, guaranteed.
I'm going to go with black.
That's safe. That's a safe. He's either white, black,
or blue.
Or blue. I don't see him really in a gray. It's always white, black, or blue.
We'll go with that. But we're also not only just streaming on YouTube tonight, Beth.
We are also streaming on my Twitch channel at AugustaWind11. So if you are interested in following me on Twitch so that you can continue to see our broadcasts like this. Hey, Tyler.
Hi. Sorry I'm late.
You're fine. You're fine. It's freaking blue, isn't it?
No,
What?
he's not in. Okay.
Yeah, I am. I'm in Navy.
No, before you popped on, we said, what sleeveless muscle t-shirt is Tyler going to be wearing?
Actually, I had this one, but I knew you would say something, so I switched.
You said black. You said black.
I said black.
That was white. That was blue or black, and then we were both like, it could be blue.
I was very tempted to wear the tank top, but I knew Allison would say something, so I'm just dying of heat and exhaustion in a tee just for you, Allison.
It's really hard to do a Zoom class and text at the same time.
That was during the break.
Please. Okay, Beth, please continue.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
So this is our first show that we're not only streaming live on YouTube, but we're also streaming live to my personal Twitch channel. And as we can see over in the comments, if you're Tyler or Allison, it will say like, that is my good friend Chris, and that is my good friend Colin, who are both in the chat from my Twitch page watching us. So if you have a little Twitch icon, that's where the comments are coming in. But I encourage everybody. That's so cool. You could comment as me.
I can say anything.
Oh, this will be great. I'm gonna have to change my Twitch account. I'm just kidding. No,
you have all the power.
So I just want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in, whether you're on my Twitch channel or on our YouTube page. I encourage you to follow the other platform just so you can maximize the notifications to watch when the three of us are going to go live. And tonight's a little bit different of a show for us, isn't it?
It is. We just since we brought you in, Beth, we just kind of wanted to reset, just the silliness and randomness of My Weekly Meltdown, and kind of.
We're a very serious channel. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it is when I'm here.
When Dad's in the room.
All the time.
Yeah, you guys get to be on vacation whenever I'm not here. But yeah, so we just wanted to kind of just chat, just kind of shoot the shit and just have fun. And we'll be back to Big Brother on Wednesday. I can't wait to talk about that. But so yeah, how's everybody's week doing? This is a little different of a show.
Yeah, this is what did I call it? My Weekly Meltdown's random history of how we came to random history of My Weekly Meltdown, how we all came together. Yes, I had an amazing weekend. I peeled wallpaper. I'm still peeling wallpaper, and went to my mother-in-law's birthday party. I'm an animal.
What kind of animal?
Look at this. Shenanigans and tomfoolery. That's the kind of
I mean, if you have to do this with your chest, it's shenanigans. Oh my God, I forgot I'm not wearing a bra.
Listen,
welcome to Beth's Twitch.
Whoa, so this is what goes on the Twitches.
The Lord wow.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we just kind of wanted to go through the history of My Weekly Meltdown. give a little tribute to Allison and all of the hard work that she has done over the years in building it and just seeing it transform and everything. And that's probably the first compliment I've ever given Allison on air. But I am very proud of her. Yeah, very proud of her for all of her hard work, and she's just such a bright light in my life, not only on air but off air as well. Very good friend and equally as funny. So go ahead, Allison.
I didn't know I was supposed to bring tissues to this. I'm feeling.
Listen, there's an echo. It's making me nuts. What is that?
Oh, it's me. I'm so sorry. You know why?
She's like, Beth, you're ruining the moment.
It's like in the video I put together earlier today was the feedback.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Tyler, put in your headphones. You're gonna make me go crazy.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I wanted to show something, and the reason why I had Beth join me. Listen, I don't know what's happening. It's just whatever.
It's fine.
I wanted to show the very first. Well, actually, there's two. I did a video in 2009, but we won't show. Well, maybe we'll show one day because my weekly meltdown will be 5 next month. As I spit and fart at the same time out of my mouth.
Kindergarten,
right? And so I wanted to show the first My Weekly Meltdown video.
Aww.
And so I was having Beth walk me through. It's gonna be a nightmare. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let me set this up.
Okay.
It's August. It's 2015. I want to talk about stuff. Okay. And I've got the hair extensions flowing and the air conditioning wind. I've got no idea how to put wording into the videos, and I print them out at work. And then I do the reverse camera in my car, and all my shit is backwards. This is a nightmare. I also have Groucho Mark eyebrows because I was really into the gel eyebrows back then. I mean, wow. So let's see if we can do this. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Like Beth and I discussed. Here we go.
I'm going to be so proud if you pull it off.
Can you see it?
Yes, we can.
Oh my God, it's happening! Okay, so I just pushed play. Jesus.
Yep.
Can you teach me how to pictures the VCRs? Okay. So it's already starting, as you can see. Okay, here we go. This is
self-destruct sequence activated.
Hello everyone, my name is Allison S. Kelly, and this is
Can you
my
hear it?
first ever video blog called My Weekly Meltdown. And this is how high-tech and amateur I am right now. Everything's on printouts, so just like can only go up from here.
Your hair was so long.
I'm going to make it short and sweet because I hate when people ramble on about nothing. Basically, My Weekly Meltdown is about TVs, movies.
I love this old film filter.
I cut these little segments down into
my mini breakdowns.
So you have the big weekly meltdown with your itty bitty little
fucking printouts.
breakdowns. So
You weren't lying about the eyebrows.
Look at that.
Will be covering
That's
a lot of
amazing.
stuff.
You look permanently curious.
There are real good movies right now, but I will cover the movies. Don't worry. This is my email
This is
address.
pre-Botox too.
MemphisDarling@gmail.com. There is no period in between.
That's my email address
Darling.
backwards.
So clear up, everybody, if you want to watch
a
this.
TV show or anything that you're interested in, just shoot me an email and put it in the subject line, and I will read it and get back with you as soon as I can.
Because I'm so busy.
I'll read it and get back to you as soon as I can. Sounds like every business voicemail there is.
On Mimnash Radio and the Princess.
It took me about 20 minutes every morning to get those eyebrows perfect. And they're not even even.
You can still find Verbal Justice on iTunes. Mimnash Radio, unfortunately, the guy who created it decided to take it down. Big mistake in my opinion.
Boy, I got in a lot of trouble for saying that. My friend Marty Ray got on to me.
Opportunity. This is the first time I've ever done anything like
No
this.
shit.
I'm real excited about it. I want to entertain people. I'm a former actress. I've kind of since retired, and now I've kind of shot head first, face first into the ground with this. I'm
Definitely
really
into
excited
the
about
ground.
it. I also will have a podcast on the horizon before the end of the year. Right now it is called All Is On, but I'm pretty
Never
sure I'm
happened.
gonna change it to My Weekly Meltdown. Probably. Let's just go ahead and say, yeah, I am. I'm really
Good job
excited
interview.
about this. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Again, email me,
5 minutes later.
@gmail.com. I can talk about a movie that you want my opinion on, a TV show,
Ever emailed me.
a certain subject matter.
What?
Let's
Might
not
have
go
been
too
sure
sweet.
email
I
was
don't feel like
that
talking about politics or anything. There's enough of that going on. I will have my little rants every once in a while. I appreciate everyone taking the time to watch this. All right. Everyone have a great day.
I
I thought it was great for your first
Wait, my
show.
thing is still. Hold on, my thing is still playing in the background. Oh, stop it. Okay. Did everyone love that?
Pokemon says, I love Allison, but those eyebrows are oof.
Listen, please tell me they don't look the same, right?
No.
No, mine look like that now, though.
No, you look fine.
No, I'm
You
just
look fine.
talking about the fact that my eyebrows are up here now. When that's my eyes.
I was told that it would take away from. Listen, I had like 10-inch thick makeup on too. Like I don't even know what that. Man, I was so proud of that video. Y'all have no idea. You know how many takes I had to do? That was like completely scripted out.
Wait, that was all in one take, right?
Yes.
That's impressive for how long it went on. Good job.
Yeah,
It's because I'm a retired actress, and you know,
I did like that you said you were a retired actress.
please, like
She is on IMDb.
I am on IMDB.com. Let's not
But
pull that up.
The fact that you said retired actress when you're so young to me is like really funny. It's like I won't do any more acting gigs.
Listen,
I won't do it. I'm
I'm not
retired.
doing any more extra work. Okay, I'm not. I'm done. Retired. I'm only doing featured extra work, which means I'm kind of close to the cameras.
Yes, I love it.
But
I'm just picturing like one of the Marvel movie producers, Allison, calling you and being like, Allison, like we have this new superhero. You're Chris Hemsworth's like love interest too. Like it's gonna pay millions of dollars, and you're like, I'm sorry, I retired from acting.
Retired actress. I don't do it anymore.
I don't know if you saw my Weekly Meltdown video. I'm retired as of
I don't know if you
2016.
I don't know if you saw my first video.
I will review your show. Your movie.
I appreciate it. Will this character be fighting Thor with her eyebrows?
Because that's my best weapon right now. My rapier wit, my eyebrows.
Maris wants to know, do you have a Wikipedia page, Allison?
No, I'm not
No?
that important. What's the wiki? No, there's no wiki.
Tyler, we should create a
You
Wikipedia
should
page.
definitely create a wiki for
Do that for a show sometime. It's just share the screen as we create a Wikipedia page for Alex.
We should make a wiki, like a whole like thing for My Weekly Meltdown.
It's
Separate
cute.
articles for like.
We're on IMDb. Did you know that?
What?
I
We
did.
are?
Charlie.
My Weekly Meltdown's on IMDb.
What?
I don't know who put it on there. I think it was
I know
Charlie.
it was my favorite guest that we had.
Charlie
You know,
Queen. I think he did it.
He did it.
Put
Yeah.
it on there. But for my IMDb for Allison Summers Kelly, I had to write my own biography. You gotta read that.
Love.
Jeez. Anyway, so that's how it all.
Pokemon says, I'd love to see Allison as someone's stunt double for sheer laughs.
I've been a stand-in for a little boy. I worked on it, which is basically a stunt.
The best part about that, Allison, is that doesn't surprise me at all.
Oh, that's surprising. But just the way you said it, as if like you said it, and then you were like, as soon as you said it, I think you were like, I need to gloss over this quickly. Like I have been a stand-in for a little boy, and also blah blah blah. Just like no. We need to focus on this. How old was this child that you were standing for?
I live in Memphis, Tennessee, and I work on films when they come here. Okay. And I worked on Walk the Line. I met Joaquin Phoenix. Of course, I'm not a child too. But listen, the little boy is this actor, Ridge Canopy. He played Johnny Cash as a little boy. So I was a stand-in, and I had on a white tank top and what was it? Overalls and stuff. I was in a field picking cotton and doing all this stuff because that's what their family did. They picked cotton and they sold it and they did all this stuff. I was in a field in the middle of nowhere, Mississippi. I'm telling you, I got a really bad sunburn. But anyway, I was the stand-in for this little boy, and it was a lot of fun. And the director of that movie, I'm going to brag because I can't remember that. He ended up he's directed a lot of stuff, but who directed Walk the Line? I can't remember. It was
not my head either.
Well, I'm on my nose right now. Oh, James Mangold. Yeah, I met him. He was super nice to me, but he's directed Logan, Ford versus Ferrari, a lot of movies. So anyway.
Nice.
Well, there you go.
There are two other people on this show, so you don't talk about yourselves anytime.
Well, no, I didn't know if we wanted to keep talking about the history of My Weekly Meltdown, or is that video is the only history of My Weekly Meltdown?
That's where it really stopped. It was right there in my car.
That's the show. That's it.
Because my coworkers were like, "What is she doing in her car?" Because it clearly looked like I was talking to myself, holding up paper.
My favorite part is they were probably like, she's obviously trying to prepare for that presentation on Monday or something like that. Or they're like, Allison is just, how when you leave an argument that sometimes you look at yourself in the mirror and go here are the things I wish I could have said. Now that it's an hour later, I bet they're all thinking Allison's running through all the things she wished she could have said in the work office.
Allison's running through all the things she wished she had done with her life instead of... Because I'd handled it like a job interview. Hello, I'm Allison, and I am starting a vloggy YouTube thing called My Weekly Meltdown, and I'm going to be doing movies and shows and stuff, and here's my email address, and when I have time, because I'm so busy, I'm a retired actress. I will, just let me know if you want me to see a movie or something, and I might cover it.
For as often as you really shit on the BB cast, for being influencers, I mean, come on. If you get cast, I'm definitely going, well, look at this influencer that just made it on. She's a retired actress.
Retired, but it's not by choice. I was told to find something else to do with my time, and here we are. So, little show that's almost 5. So we'll start with Tyler. Tyler has been with us since March of 2018, right?
Correct. My first thing covering with you guys was Survivor Ghost Island, which is a terrible season of Survivor. And I'm surprised you guys wanted me to keep coming back because I was like, this game is terrible. This cast is terrible. Everybody is just walking to the end with Dom and Wendell. This is not fun Survivor.
See, I thought your first show was Big Brother Canada, but
No, because I was the one that introduced Big Brother Canada to you guys.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, I love Big Brother Canada. Let's cover it. And then Big Brother Canada 7 was so boring that we stopped covering it halfway through because it was the same thing as Survivor Ghost Island.
It's funny because you start something you think is, and the show is just so bad. You just now you can't quit because we have more people following us, and we've got to tough it out because they're toughing it out for us.
Mm-hmm. And I do a therapy session.
What?
It turns into a therapy session where everyone's just like, we're going to do this together. We don't know why, but we are going to do this.
Yeah, we're going to do Cliff and I Cliff Myers from Sequester. He and I covered X on the Beach. It was horrible. My God, it was so bad. And he's a comedian. He's a stand-up comedian. I've done stand-up, and I couldn't even make this shit fun. It was so bad. It was so bad. Let's see how much. We've got. Hi, Maris. Just how much traffic does summer seasons of Big Brother bring to this channel, aka new subs? Quite a few. Our big deal is Big Brother. No pun intended.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like our numbers are like 2,000 compared to like Survivor, which is around like 500-ish.
We, as with any YouTube channel, excuse me, you kind of feel out what you're good at and what people want to see you talk about. And I started out covering The Walking Dead, American Horror Story, Gotham, and then that really wasn't going anywhere and not grabbing any traction. And I'd always been a huge Big Brother fan, for 20 years. And I finally just one day in my car started talking about it and filmed it and threw it up, and people really reacted to that. So I slowly backed away from scripted television to unscripted reality television. And, I've done The Bachelor, I've done The Bachelorette, I've done Bachelor in Paradise, this show, we've Survivor, but the big thing for us is, Big Brother. We have the Tuesday show where we talk about the live feeds and spoilers. And then on Thursday night, we have the eviction show. Is everyone still awake?
I'm awake.
What? No, just kidding.
Oh man.
Yeah, so my first thing was Survivor, and then of course, like, I feel like I am like an encyclopedia of knowledge for Big Brother. Like, I feel like I remember like all these like useless facts about like I could have told you before we started recapping Big Brother 10 the exact order that everybody got evicted in. Like, I just like remember like I just love Big Brother so much, and that's why I'm so hard on it. I feel like I complain a lot about Big Brother in the current state on our show, but it's because like I love this game so much, and Big Brother 10, like rewatching it has been such a joy in terms of like this is the kind of shit that like draws me into reality TV, and I love covering it. I love talking about these like. Especially like while we're going through the season and we don't know anything. Like, it's so fun to like play these like what if situations and say like, oh, well, Beth did this right, Allison didn't do this right. Like, so-and-so could have done this or that. I don't know. It's just really fun. A lot of strategy.
There's another really good question in the chat from a little earlier from Thomas. Random question. What is your favorite thing ever to cover? I want to leave this up for you two specifically because you've been with the show much longer than me.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Allison.
Me, it's Big Brother. Survivor, I love Survivor. It's very tight second, but for me, just Big Brother because it's just you got the lot. It's just so much, and with Survivor, we've like had hit or miss with these seasons because you have a really bad season, and then you have one we just came off of that was amazing, and it's hit or miss, but I'd have to say Big Brother for me.
Yeah, I would say specifically Big Brother Canada, because when BB Can is done right, like the production is so much better than Big Brother US, and like the cast is so much better than Big Brother US. Like Arissa as a host is amazing too. So I just love bringing like any more exposure to Big Brother Canada than it has, because I feel like people don't know about it as much. So it's fun to like really get hyped about something like that and get new people watching it too, which is exciting. So definitely Big Brother Canada.
Yeah, I think it just dawned on me that Beth has not done. You haven't done a Big Brother with us yet, have you?
I did a few shows at the end of BB21 as a guest, but not as a full-fledged co-host of the show. I came on after Tyler was like, "I'm not doing BB21 anymore," and it was like either Kim, Deb, and you, or it'd be like you, Deb, and me were like the three that were.
And we'd have Bill Methling on.
Yeah. And I think Andrew joined a couple of times too. So there was definitely a few people. And then I remember you saying like, I don't know if you watch Survivor or not. And I was like, so like my answer to that question is I love covering Survivor because I think that a bad season of Survivor from the very few seasons I've been able to really watch of Big Brother is better overall than the seasons of Big Brother. And I think it's more of a strategy game, and I like to discuss strategy. So that, which is why I'm really enjoying BB10, because there's a lot more strategy talk that we're seeing. We're seeing more authenticity with the cast, and I think because of the elemental aspect of Survivor, there's much more of a genuine authenticity that comes out of each person. They're a little bit more vulnerable because they have to be. I think that it's a harder living condition, so therefore it's just. I think that mentally, Big Brother's harder than Survivor. But I think that because it lasts so much longer, you're cooped up. And some days you don't even get to go outside. And like, I'm somebody that I need to have natural sunlight. And I know in that house, you don't have natural sunlight a couple of days a week. Like that would really, really, really affect me. And Survivor's the complete opposite of that in so many ways. But I do think like, ultimately, I like watching Survivor on the whole more. And I also like that we get 2 different seasons a year of it.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like Danielle Donato once said, Survivor is harder to play and Big Brother is harder to win. And I think that's true. Very true. What kind of puts me in a box with Survivor that I don't like is that I'm all about like the edgic, like looking into like the winner's edit and kind of like making predictions from there. And once you start reading into that stuff, you can never like watch the show the same way again.
Yeah.
Like for instance, like I was rooting for Kellen in Ghost Island because she was like the opposition to Wendell and Dom, and like the only one that was like smart enough to like maybe figure it out. But edgic wise, like I knew like she just didn't have like any personal content, like no real like winner's edit. And for Big Brother, because it's playing out live, there's no such thing as the winner's edit.
Right.
So it's really it's a lot more unpredictable to me. So I feel like my predictions and these like what if games aren't being influenced by any kind of edit, which I really like.
Yeah. I think the other thing that I think that that's such a good point. The nice thing about Big Brother is not really knowing where it's going to go, and it's just editing what is happening in the house that week. Like that is so nice. And so it is kind of cool to be able to have not only a talk about what's happening on the show, but what's happening in the live feeds that we've been able to see too, because sometimes that paints a very different picture. It fills in the gaps.
Yeah.
I think the other thing, obviously, being so close to the Sequester community, I've really enjoyed not only covering Sequester season 3, but I've really enjoyed being able to cover some of these big minis with reality show stars from Big Brother, from Survivor, from influencers, Twitch streamers, all those different kinds of things. And that's been a lot of fun. And it's really, I think, helped kind of meld our 2 worlds together, where the community that the 3 of us like to engage in because we like the game of Sequester, but then also the shows that we like to cover on our podcast as well. So that's always been fun for me too.
For sure. Like what I love about Sequester is like I feel like the Big Brother and Survivor minis that we've had have been like some of my favorite nights throughout like all of the quarantine. I've had so much fun, and also like getting the opportunity to talk to them on here has been so cool. So like thank you so much for Beth. Like what a treat. What a cool thing to help us out with. But yeah, I feel like Sequester is one of those games I had a blast covering season 3 of like the live show of Sequester. I feel like it has the potential to have like all these like what ifs, like when we talk about Big Brother, when we talk about Survivor. So it's an amazing game. I really, really have a lot of admiration for it.
We've got a question from Pokemon. Question: favorite individual podcasts you have done on My Weekly Meltdown? Oh, geez.
That's tough. I would probably say the cast analysis for Survivor Winners at War.
That was
just getting to like talk about. I would love to rewatch that cast analysis because I'm pretty sure I said Tony's going to be the first boot. He's a terrible player. He's overrated. I don't know why anybody gives him as much love as they do.
Are you talking about the cast analysis where we had the 2 nights where one was men, one was women, or are you talking about the one that was like that you guys did like a year ago when you first heard about the cast?
Ooh,
I
would say when we broke it up, men and women, that was more organized. I think
that was fun because I love doing the Survivor pre-cast analysis because I always have the winner pick. So it's always fun for me because I always know that Tyler's going to end up in the poo-poo hat. He's going to end up in the doo-doo hat.
I thought that's what you were going to say was your favorite one, was the one.
Well, anytime Tyler has to wear the doo-doo hat, has to apologize to me or pay me some kind of compliment, that's my favorite show. I don't know what I'll tell you what I love. I was going through the shows today and just kind of reminiscing just by myself with some stuff. And I have like two versions. I have like the ones that I did by myself, and then I have the ones I've done with you guys. And I don't know, it's hard because back in the day, like, besides the eyebrows, I had so much fun just doing it by myself. Like, you guys don't know how much work I put into doing this freaking show. I actually typed my notes and I either handwrote them out or typed them. I had a little clipboard thing and it was like my script, and I treated it like freaking entertainment. Like, I really was going all in, like, with my information and all that. I did like the first one was the Fear the Walking Dead episode 1, and I shot it night vision, and I did it all in one take, and it was so horrible. And I repeated myself a lot. And my favorite thing to say was, oh God, what was it? I can't remember, but I repeated myself a lot. And my acting teacher, Forrest, he's always given me shit about that. Like I do when I get nervous, I repeat myself a lot when I'm trying to figure out what to say next, like kind of like I'm doing right now. And he's like, I noticed, Allison, during that vlog that you were saying that, and I really enjoyed that, or I really enjoyed it, and I really liked it. And he's like, can you say really? Like you really liked it and you really enjoyed it? Because we really don't get it. But the little, I like, you know, in the beginning when I started doing it, it really kind of, I don't think this show really has made a difference in my life, just personally. It really, you know, and I like the shows where we go off a little bit. Can I show my little video in a minute?
Yeah, please do.
I know it's horrible, but I want to show it. I like it when we go kind of off the rails. I like it. I also liked it back in the day when like Deb or somebody got sick and it was just me and Tyler. And we would just bitch at each other constantly for 45 minutes. And
we really have like a brother-sister relationship.
And they were like texting each other during the show. Hey, let's cut this one short. Yeah, okay. And we'll be doing it. And sometimes that is the show that goes an hour and 15 to an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But I like just having fun and laughing and cutting up. And I don't have a particular, like, I like the one where Deb and Beth and I were covering Sequester and we were talking about hiding LOSs, you know. And
that is, I was going to say that's probably my favorite one that I've done, just because I was like, my stomach hurt so much from laughing.
I peed in my poisey pad. It was that bad. And then I also included the one of, because, you know, Tyler tapped out of Big Brother 21. We all did. But Tyler shows up at the finale high as a kite. And he started eating his edibles, I think, at 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's what I needed.
It'd been 12 hours. We were 12 hours into the spiral of edibles with Tyler. And we started the show, and him and Deb couldn't keep it together. And I'm just like, hi.
Because we kept putting like those pictures up of Holly like splitting her legs and stuff.
We even have that still. Hello. Every freaking 2 seconds, those two were popping up. It was either Jackson looking like he shit himself, or it was Holly shitting yourself. I don't know.
That was so funny.
But-
Also, another
Oh,
standout
God.
for me is Erica Hill's funeral in Big Brother Canada 6. We had so much fun with that. Beth, Erica was like the best casting Big Brother has ever done. Like, she's like this like hot lesbian, like a comp queen. Like, she was running. I'm not even kidding. Like, running the fucking game. And then a stupid ass twist or something like that took her out of the game. And all the gays always get twist fucked on Big Brother Canada. It's like cursed. But she like it was like an explosive like live eviction, and we all wore black with like black sunglasses and like a hood, and we had a proper funeral for Erica Hill in Big Brother Canada 6.
I can find that real quick. Let's see if
So
I can.
good.
Let's see if I can find that. Why not? You guys talk about something. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Because she
see.
actually saw that, didn't she? Erica Hill.
Yeah, she did. She
did she?
Yeah, and she like retweeted it because she thought it was
that's
so funny.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Erica Hill for All Stars. Let's see. Favorite week of Big Brother you've covered on My Weekly Meltdown. That is not from the BB10 rewatch. Okay, so I think for me, I think it was like the final 6 of Big Brother 21, where like they had to decide like where what's their names? Nicole and Cliff had to decide between should we move forward with Tommy and Christy or with
Jackson and
Holly. And they ultimately decided to go with Holly and Jackson, of course. But I remember like even like on Twitter, like Taryn Armstrong's like morning updates, like everybody was so split down the middle of like, no, they should go with them. No, they should go with them. And it was so exciting to see like, because I saw like a side for like both arguments, but it really just came down to like personal opinion, I think, instead of like actual like strategy.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I was guesting that week when we got to talk about it because I remember it was very hard for me, but I had to compliment Jackson.
Yeah.
On I know. Oh, I had to compliment him on his gameplay because he honestly did play the best game that week by starting up the lie about Tommy and really committing to it, and seemed to work on Cliff and Nicole for at least a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I don't know which one it is because bullying them really well back then.
You want to play that video?
Yeah, sure.
Oh no. Oh no. Y'all aren't ready.
I don't have it in like let's see here. Okay. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna have to share like my whole because this is like on my desktop.
Regardless of what happens, it'll go better than the Rennie interview, so I'm not even worried about it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna have to share my entire screen. Okay.
Yes.
So just deal with it. Okay, so this is video that I threw to you. You can tell I did it because the editing is so bad. Okay, can you see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the worst app, by the way. Video Shop sucks.
It's like Pic Collage for video.
It's
Oh,
so
God.
bad. And I've been using it for 5 years. Okay, so here. This show is as useless as a blood veto.
Allison, I noticed the title of the
Okay,
episode
see?
tonight for
My
us
boss
is
is-
Big Brother Canada 8. Is that your subconscious already looking forward to recapping next season?
I want to. You know what? I just saw that as you said that.
You were
I
so
meant
tapped
Big
out.
Brother. Yes. I'm time jumping.
That's your
Into the
subconscious
future.
being like, get us
Yes.
the hell out of this season.
It's I meant Big Brother Canada 7 week 8. I'll fix that. Whatever. Like,
Why?
please. We're the only people. Oh,
This is the edibles.
turn your sound up.
I could not stop laughing.
Right now. How many edibles did you eat?
That's like my high giggles. Like I can't stop. Like just totally giggling.
One finale and a Survivor 39 episode, whatever we get through. I, guys, right there.
This was our first Big Brother Canada with Tyler. Look, and I just adore this because look at little Tyler.
I know, I look like a baby.
You really do.
I am a little under the
My
weather.
apartment is so bare too.
Pepper G and Tyler Lyons with us.
That hair of mine.
We're gonna
So 3. Oh, I just want to say welcome to Beth from Sequester. How are you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for having me.
We're missing Tyler tonight. Here's the feed.
Oh,
Deb, I guess we got Deb tonight filling in for Tyler. He's on the potty. His IBS is acting
This is one of my
up.
biggest pet peeves is
go
when
ahead, Tyler.
headphones aren't plugged.
I see
I
you.
know.
Tyler, put your earbuds in because I'm about to have a nervous breakdown.
yeah.
Love
Look
hair.
how short my hair was there.
As
in
always,
here.
Deb
So
is with
blonde.
us, and tonight we have
This was
Beth,
your first show.
who is a Sequester alumni. I played with her in a Sequester mini back in July, and she is a delight and knows a lot about Big Brother.
You're
And
a
I'm like, we got to
delight.
have her on the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, thank you so much for.
Yeah,
I just want to go in.
what
real quick.
emotion. Thank you for having me.
I think we're live. Okay, yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Allison. Oh, what's it? Hello, everyone. I'm Allison. And welcome to My Weekly Meltdown. Survivor Ghost
Deb
Island.
couldn't get her shit
episode
together.
13.
Tyler just
Deborah
walked off when I hit the
is
live
We've
button.
got 3 of her. We've got 3 of her. I
God.
think Tyler's peeing. Not sure what's going on. Oh,
Starting
For
with that.
some reason, I'm sitting here and all of a sudden
oh,
my
wait a second.
internet,
It just
my
started.
internet
Just
went
stop
out.
talking. I'm gonna go with the show.
So then it
Oh my God. Deb's
Back
camera
on.
looks like it's from
And then-
1995.
the twice that I left to come back. And now I'm in there 3 times. You get 3 of me. You have triplets of it.
You have triplets,
get
bitch.
really pixelated.
So thrilled.
Let me get headphones so that we don't have that issue.
God,
again.
I'm so
Skinny.
Gotta leave
Okay.
again.
I look pixelated, or he does.
Yeah.
I was fuming. You
You're
guys.
disappearing. Okay, I guess those other. Are
Okay.
you frozen? Okay,
Should
no,
I
you're
just totally go out?
I can't believe
not.
this is all live. I like that.
All right,
Wait
There
for
in like
Tyler.
3
To,
minutes.
wait for
Okay.
him. Here we go. Wait for it. Just wait for it.
good.
Are we live right now?
It's just the dysfunctional duo that you love so much. It's Tyler. Lyons.
I actually will be referred to as the mayor of Slamtown, John, for the rest of the season. So if you can call me that, please, thank you. Everybody's attention. And it
Oh,
really
the
should have been
ghost.
Sarah that they should have been targeting tonight.
I thought you had a friggin' ghost in your
Dude, hold on. I just peed a little.
your eyes and my eyes just got so big.
It's got a
This is the
stick on the bottom.
Sequester LOS. Where am I supposed to put it? Eric has legendarily hit it.
Is there any someone want to spit on my hand?
Crisco, Crisco.
Just because I can't
Listen,
move.
all at once. Listen, all at once. Everybody just spit.
Just spit on it. Please.
This hurt me so much. I remember why. I just had surgery like 7 days before this, and my abdomen was sore.
Mangina, what?
I don't know. We were talking about manginas and moose knuckles.
Underneath, and it looks like a vagina, and you turn around, it looks like Mickey Mouse. You guys know.
Yeah, we know.
I do it all the time. You chucking your penis? I thought a moose knuckle was like when you had on, you were a dude and you had on tight pants. And okay.
I love the closed caption. Just phoned it in. Just stopped on the.
Said I'll just do whatever.
And McCray.
Everyone lost it. The reason I put this is because Clifford lost it on this episode. We'd had McCray from Big Brother on a recent episode, and for some reason he came up in this episode.
Hashtag that for no reason.
Moose Knuckles and McCray was the hashtag for that, and for some reason none of us could keep it together for that.
I can't.
Smacked the fuck out of him, and he's like,
I liked the other one with Deb's cat and the marshmallow. That's my.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, look,
Also, I'm like, did you say
Clifford. I was crying. I thought he was gonna have a heart attack. Okay.
Oh my god.
Like
I'm
I had to do that because I was snorting so fast.
You should have drawn a mustache on your finger.
That's what I do when I start snorting. Chris will do. I put my finger under my nose. Okay, this is like going on way too long. But yeah. Okay. I don't know how to get back to. Yeah, like we almost killed Cliff. I don't know how to get back to anything.
God.
What just happened?
Just
There we go.
remove. Here, I'll get it.
Yeah, I got it.
Anyway, so did we see? Could y'all see the? Could we see the everyone's reactions when we were watching that
Yeah.
just now?
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
Watching clips like that just makes me think about like all the good times that we've had on this show, and I feel like we're at our best when we're like just a little more like loose and fun. Especially like right now with like COVID going on and everything like that. Like we need to just. I know I need to personally like not stick to like. You guys should see like my notes that I have on my screen like when we're talking about it and stuff. I just need to like just loosen up the structure a little bit, I think, because like that shit is so much fun.
You should have seen the first couple of times that I did this show. I was like, I've got to be prepared. And I had handwritten notes and diagrams and a notebook and everything. And nowadays I just go, all right, it's all in here. Let's go. Like,
Yeah.
I loosen the ass a little bit.
I used to write everything down, and Tyler has made. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, it ever gets old. Anyway. Hey, you'd be happy it was the attic, not the basement, because there's stuff going on today I don't want to talk about. But listen, I forgot. No, because I write everything down longhand, and Tyler's always giving me like, hello, it's the 21st century. You could type it up. And I'm like, I can't tap my head and I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. I can't look.
That makes no sense to me.
I can't do it. But I have my little notes. I have I wish I had them out. I literally have little binders like this from when I was doing the shows by myself for, 3 years. Y'all don't realize I did this for 3 years. And I've got like 3 or 4 of these full. Can you imagine? And I would edit this. Oh my God, I can't even. Well. But Beth, you came on the show because we met through Sequester.
Yep.
And Tyler,
that anniversary's got to be within the next like week or so, like in the next couple of weeks, right?
It's the end of the month. Yeah. And Tyler, you came on this show through Deb, and I met Deb through Sequester. So Audrey found me through My Weekly Meltdown, which got me on Sequester. So this little show, in a way, kind of brought us all together. Because just think about, Tyler, humor me, what would your life be like?
Well, I know that I've always wanted to. I've always wanted a platform to talk about Big Brother and Survivor. So I'm just so happy that like this like kind of fell into my lap. Because me and Deb just met at like a Big Brother premiere party. And then she like invited me on like 2 years later as like a guest for you guys. And I just like had so much fun, even though we were talking about Survivor Goes Island. I just had so much fun with it. So I would probably be crying in a little corner by myself every Wednesday night if I didn't have this show.
Your poor boyfriend.
I know, right? Yeah.
That's all I can
probably
think
just
about.
be playing more video games. Let's be honest.
You should. I wish Captain Obvious was here. I fly through this house on my broomstick, telling everybody, don't anybody be streaming or anything right now. I'm about to. This is important. I'm building an empire. Oh, he loves to go. Oh, I know. You're building an empire.
You're building an empire. I know how important. I'm building something important here because God, and he'll be like, yeah, because God forbid you don't have a platform to stand on to bitch.
Well, before we upgraded the internet, since all of us have been living here for quarantine for COVID, I was like going up to my brother and saying, you cannot play Call of Duty online while I'm streaming. And then what happened? The most important interview of my life, Rob Sesternino. And I'm in and out and frozen. And I went upstairs and he was going, what? And I was like,
get off. My son, because he's been living here, like streaming, gaming, and I'm like, listen, I don't want any tomfoolery. Okay, get off the internet. Go outside and play. Mom, I'm 23. Go outside and play.
But my video games work out there. Get an extension cord.
Go, if you guys are smart Gen Xers or whatever the hell you little millennials, go out there.
Not Gen X.
No internet from somebody.
You're Gen X.
I'm Gen X. I'm not smart enough, but you little millennials can go out in the front yard and steal.
I'm sorry, hold on. How old is your son?
Internet. He's 20. Will be 24 in October. He's 20.
Maybe he is at the very end of the millennials then. Okay.
They know how to steal the internet. Go to Starbucks.
Chris, Allison had a child when she was 25 years old. No, sorry. No.
Not that old, Beth.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm so stupid. I meant to say when she was 5 years old. Not 20.
You had.
I have an record. So dumb. I'm trying to make a joke.
Allison's 48 years old.
Yeah, Beth, there's no backpedaling. You're in it. Swim in your little shit bath. Little backstrokes.
I can't.
Doggy paddle to the surface.
I do have a very expressive face. Hey. Oh my gosh. I have to take a moment, guys. On my Twitch channel, we just got rated by the wonderful Christina C. Thank you so much, Raiders, for coming to join our podcast today. Christina, I hope you're doing really well. And Chris, if you can give her a shout out, that'd be great. But we're just doing our My Weekly Meltdown podcast, and we're giving a background to our little podcast that we do every week.
I have a 23-year-old son. He'll be 24 in October. I am 43. And this is what I'm doing with my life.
Do you know how old I am, Allison?
Okay, don't. I'm thinking. You are 2 years older. No.
Beth, do you know?
You're 2 years older than my son. No, you're not that young, right? You're 27.
I don't know if I know, but I think I have a range.
27.
Okay. Tell me what my range is.
I think you're like 28 or 29.
I'm 28.
Okay, see, I knew it. You're 3 years older.
Good job, Beth. Let's see. So Pokemon said, what's our favorite and least favorite Survivor Big Brother player that we've talked about?
I can answer for Ben. Tyler hates.
It's your favorite?
Ben.
Oh, no. Ben is my least favorite. Yeah, I think that's probably. You remember how much we love talking about Chelsea from Ghost Island?
And her eyebrows.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Let's see. I have to think about my favorite, but if you guys have a least favorite, go ahead.
Well, favorite and least. I love talking about Derek Levasseur because it pisses off Tyler. I love talking about Ben from Survivor because it pisses off Tyler. That's it. That's all I got.
Obviously, I don't even need to say in the chat, everyone in the chat who watched Survivor 40, who's my favorite person to talk about?
Denise Stabley.
Boom. That's easy. I literally got yelled at on Twitter one day from somebody who said, you talk about Denise too much. She has no chance to win. Shut up.
I saw that. I was like, really? Like, Denise is an incredible person.
Yeah. And I said, she's still in the game. She's fair game to talk about. I'm providing an alternative universe where she might win. Like, calm your tits, calm your ball sack.
Yeah.
Let me just do this, okay? But anyway, obviously that's my favorite. I would would generally say my least favorite thing to talk about in terms of casting was clearly, I'm not even going to mention him by name, but season 39. Y'all can do the math.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about that. Like in contrast to that, I think one of my favorite people we've talked about.
We're talking about the Harvey Weinstein guy.
Yeah.
One of my favorites from that season, of course, like except for Dean for obvious reasons, is Kelly. I think that she was such an incredible player, and I loved talking about her. She definitely had the potential to go farther had things not gone down with Dan in that way. I also really love talking about Kelly Wentworth on Edge of Extinction. She's one of my favorite players of all time. So any season we get to talk about her, I think is a gift. Big Brother wise, I love talking about Caitlin Herman in Big Brother 20. We just got so much good stuff out of her, and like the whole puzzle thing was just crazy.
You know who another person I really enjoyed talking about during the season, because it became kind of like fun cannon fodder, and now with Sequester is Karishma. I love seeing this arc that we saw with her, not only during her time in Survivor, the idol's on her face and nobody's paying attention.
The idol on my face. I fell on it, almost died, and nobody even cares.
But then she came and played Sequester and absolutely crushed the game, came onto our show. She's like an incredibly amazing person. I'm just so thankful that we were able to make that kind of connection. And there's so many people who I feel like that with. I'm so thankful through Sequester to have made a connection with Rachel Swindler, who I had ups and downs when I watched her on the show, just because I didn't like the people she was in an alliance with. But afterwards, I've always found her Twitter funny. She seems like just a genuinely nice, outgoing person. And it has been so cool to get to know her through the Sequester community. Same with like Alex Willette, who played a killer game in the Big Brother house, or the Big Brother game, I mean. Unfortunately, I played all of one round with her in Winners at War for her Sequester. But I mean, there's just so many people like that I think that when, in terms of us talking about them either on the show beforehand, but seeing them play Sequester and then talk either with them or about them afterwards, there's a nice little change of pace there where you don't have the editing. It's just, this is how they played the game. There you go.
Yeah.
Is someone cooking?
Yeah, sorry, I was just listening in on that. I'm sorry if that like showed up.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Pops up. But yeah, I think that those are all really good picks. Also, another person that just came to mind for me is Angelina in Survivor, David versus Goliath. I still firmly believe that she should have won that final tribal council, and I think
100% agree.
The most deserving, and I still don't ever see people talking about that online. Some people have these like hot takes or whatever, and you see them and they get trendy and popular, but like I check the Survivor subreddit all the time, and nobody has said that she played a better game than Nick, and I firmly believe that.
I would have voted for Angelina. You were the first person I ever met that also believed that they would have voted for Angelina if they were in the jury for that.
Because she got the rice.
She was just like totally like in control of so much all season long. And what's even more impressive is like when a woman does that, like from the front instead of being like, wait.
I like this comment from Pokemon. Tyler, the Taryn Armstrong of the podcast, smart and witty. Allison and Beth are Brent Wolgamon, loud, passionate, very opinionated.
I got so wound up over Caitlin Herman 2 years ago. I had my fly swatter out, and I think I slapped myself in the face during a rant with it. I don't even remember. I mean, I was going nuts over her. I like her now, but back then, oh my God, I had the biggest fit. I don't even know. I wish I had pulled that one up.
Absolutely. When the cast, I wish I could find my tweets. They're so buried on my timeline, like for a couple years now. I wish I could find my tweets of my first impressions of the BB20 cast, because so many of them were spot on, and Caitlin Herman's was it, and everyone was like, "Oh, Caitlin seems cool," and I was like, "No, this girl is going to be drama. she's going to be like a little self-indulgent, but playing it off as a spiritual aspect. Like, no, guys, like I'm manifesting this. I could already tell that she was going to be the person that caused so much chaos and drama in the house. And I called it, and nobody else that I saw was saying that. And so when it happened, I kept just like retweeting myself, like, y'all see this? Y'all see this? Yeah, I called it. I called it.
Yeah.
What got me like, and I couldn't let go of it. I don't know why, but I was just like, she has a boyfriend. She's a boyfriend. And I was like, if I was her boyfriend, I'd drop her shit off in that CBS parking lot and tell him to, your stuff's going to be in the parking lot. Yeah.
Or you know what would have been great is if you got permission from the people just to like throw her stuff over the wall from the parking lot into the backyard. Just be like, here you go.
I'd be throwing a grenade over that wall if that was Captain.
Oh, God.
Really?
I just loved like the puzzle episode when she like got evicted and she had the chance to come back into the game. And what great, like, production like totally thought this was like guarantee that she was going to come back into the game. It was so funny. Like, and like they didn't even have time to interview her because like that they didn't think that there was going to be an exit interview. It was just so great to see. I always love when like production shit goes wrong for Big Brother.
Yeah. See, what was great about that moment was I have a friend who has a kid who was like 5 at the time. And they watched Big Brother together, and she told me the next day, she was like, I died. He turned to me last night and went, I don't get it. How come she couldn't do it?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
I remember
Rob was like, I could figure that out. It's not even why couldn't she do it?
I think Rob Sesternino had like a 2-year-old at the time, and he asked if you put a 6-piece puzzle together, and he did it under 2 minutes. It's so cute.
But I love, also Big Brother 20 gave us Swaley. And I wasn't a big fan of Swaley at all, but man, they did a good job on the challenge.
They did. They really did.
Madness, whatever it's this season. They did a great job. And then, we had a little JC running around and,
you know what? He's one of my least favorite people to ever talk about.
I hate Tyler. Like I hate, not you, Tyler, the other Tyler.
I was the first person. I just want to go on the record here. I did not like Tyler before anybody else decided that. Like when the cast came out, everybody was like, oh, he's just like a chill surfer dude. Like he seems cool, whatever. I was the first person to say, I don't like Tyler because I should have been the first Tyler cast in Big Brother, and he's going to be a terrible player. And, he ended up being the second coming of Paul. So.
Butt hurt because you had the same name and he got to play.
Yes. I've always hung my hat on like they have not cast a Tyler on Big Brother yet. But
have they cast an Allison or a Beth yet?
Yes.
Allison, yes.
Allison.
2 Allisons.
Yeah.
Big Brother 4 finalist, and she was the first boot on Big Brother All Stars. And then there was another Allison in Big Brother 9 that went like, I think like just a few weeks in. She was not very good.
No, because they all had like 1 L, and I have 2 L's in my name. But whatever. Let's keep playing this game. CBS, don't cast me. It's fine. And yes, how many Beths have we had?
I don't think any.
There hasn't been any Beths on.
I don't think on Survivor.
If they cast a Beth, I'm gonna go in as Augusta. I'd be like, you have definitely not cast an Augusta, bitch. Oh my God, what I would do is go into the house with my alter ego a la Austin BB17. And like you might come in as Beth, but in the diary room, the fan comes out and it's a gust of wind 11 to breeze on in and tell you everything.
Oh, I would die if you had that fan.
I would just keep it in the diary room, like taped underneath the sofa or something. And then I would wait for one cast member to be like, the fuck is this?
Bitch.
Oh, man.
You get the fan.
Oh, God.
Looking at all the comments. I remember that. I remember when Austin, like his pre-cast, like all of his like interviews and stuff, he kept talking about this like fucking
Judas.
weird alter ego Judas, and then he ended up being like a giant pussy like the entire
That's
game.
my favorite part about Davon in the finale. That was like, so it was basically just Austin in a hat.
Exactly.
Like, where's Judas?
Dead. My other favorite part, I have to share this with y'all someday. I'll have to put it up like on my Twitter or something. But my favorite clip of BB-17 that I put together was during the finale. Obviously, it was a really great night for me because my friend Steve Moses won the game. It was a lot of fun. But there was no comparison. Liz just couldn't answer the final two questions. She wasn't prepared if Steve won to go to final two. Yeah. She wasn't prepared. And I also think that Steve's clearly just going to be somebody who's a little bit more prepared for it anyway. So Steve's crushing the final two stuff. And she's going, I had a twin and a showmance and that blah, blah, blah. And she's just kind of like doing this. And she's, and I have a clip of Julia, her twin, going, like that. And I went, oh my God, Liz, we just won $50,000. And it was before they even announced that she got second place, but it was just like, that's what her face was saying. It was like, you just got $50,000.
Yeah, but nothing compares to Big Brother 21 winner Jackson Mickey, who was completely called out before he got his confetti and walked out on that stage just petrified. Mommy and Dad come up and hug him, and he's sitting there going, is that true? I mean,
I'm not racist.
I'm not a racist.
I'm not a racist. We know you're not. We know you're not.
No, you're not, son. We're suing CBS. I wonder where that went.
Because America hate me. Oh, we had to read his mom's messages, didn't we?
Yeah, remember that?
Mama Mickey's.
She tried suing CBS.
I'm going to say CBS. Okay. My name's not Karen Mickey for nothing. Okay.
Oh, God.
Talking about I didn't raise my son like that. Let me tell you something. When your kids get out in the world and get out of it, you can't control how they act and what they do. Let me tell you something. If I got on Big Brother and acted like an asshole, my parents would say she's acting like an asshole, but she's 43 years old. What do you want? People are going to do what they're going to do when they get, I don't know.
Oh, that's a good one, Pokemon.
What? Oh, that was nonstop.
I can't do it.
I just woke Philly up from his nap. He's staring at him.
Like, the fuck, bitch?
That was like the only thing Jessica did that season.
No, that and walking into the room like.
Very weird casting. I don't understand like the decisions that they make for casting.
But you know what? That is exactly how I would have fallen off the wall too. I would have covered my face and everything.
It's the bending of the knees as she falls, like ah. Oh man, poor Jessica is just gonna have that follow her for the rest of her life.
That was fun.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to talk about Big Brother 22 because like the governor of California just said today that like all bars are closing down again, like they're going into like complete lockdown again. So I think that's So I think that's pretty much the nail in the coffin for any hopes of BB22. Sadly, but I'm kind of in the boat of like I don't think All Stars is happening now.
Well, we need to figure out another season of Big Brother to watch. Or we could rewatch a season of Survivor. We could do anything.
Listen.
Or we could try watching a show none of us have ever watched before.
It's true. I'm here for it. We should listen in the comments on the video. If there's something that you guys want us to watch, put it in the comments section and we can take that into consideration for sure.
Yes,
because we want to provide content you guys want to see.
Because if we don't have the Big Brother 22, then we'll find something else because we need you guys as much as you need us.
And Jeff says that Survivor is still coming back in the fall.
How?
I don't know how.
Are we going to do it like this? How does that even work?
They're calling Audrey up and going, how do we do this?
Yeah. How do we? Hey, how do you?
I mean, this is the perfect time for Netflix to pick up Sequester and make it like a baller show.
Honestly, if I could just take a moment and just say, if any of you guys are not a part of the Sequester community, check it out. We have not only patron games on Mondays and not Mondays, my God, Fridays and Saturdays. And in July, for the exception of maybe this Friday, we're trying to do 4 of the Fridays are all-star games. The last one from this past Friday was the best mini ever. It was fan-freaking-tastic. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I'm going to just take a second.
Please, because I missed it. I don't even know who played.
So here's what she did. All last week, she said it's going to be Heroes versus Villains 2, and I got TV villains and TV heroes to be on the show. She hyped it up all week. I'm on production, people, and I didn't even know what was really happening. I didn't know who was coming back. I was like, are these people coming back? She's like, you'll have to see, wink face, which is what she's done for all the Survivor cast and all that stuff. I never get to know this stuff ahead of time. Friday comes, I get on my mod call, and she goes, so we're not doing Heroes versus Villains. This is how it's going to work. What she did is she got 36 all-stars to come back, and she played what was called the Shadow Twist. And 18 people started the game, and they each had a partner who was like their shadow partner who they went to the final 12. And then the other partners came in who were still left in the game, like when their person was still left in the game. And they played 12 all the way through the jury. And then the final 2 was actually a final 2 pairs. So it was like the pair who played in the beginning and the end versus the other pair of the person who played the beginning and the end. It was so cool. And what ended up happening was that there were 2 former winners who made it to the end in opposite pairs. So either way, we were going to have, first of all, a Muslim woman of color was going to win regardless. The one who did win is a very good friend of mine. She's a wonderful queer woman as well. And then you had Jalen, who's a wonderful, like, just watching her maneuver the first part of the game, because she played the first part. She's incredibly social. She was able to get her plans together. She's just absolutely amazing. She got to play the beginning portion of the game, and she was just amazing. Another beautiful woman of color who played. So we had 2 women of color who won altogether. Yeah. The second place person was Muna, who, again, a previous winner, who's amazing, icon queen, and Elby, who made it again to the final 2. He's made it to the final 2. How many times? So sometime we got to give him that crown. But anyway, this was like the best game.
Yeah, Alex Kidwell was there too, right?
Alex Kidwell made it to final 4. Got voted out before. Yeah, so this was a great game. That's what I thought was funny. We were literally all talking the other day about this, and Alex was like, "Yeah, I can't wait to see who's going to be on it." I'm like, and now I found out Alex was going to be on it. He knew it, you bitch.
He's such a troll. He loves, like, he's so good at that kind of thing.
But all of this is to say, if you need a reality show fix, I highly encourage you to check out Sequester. I've gotten a few of my friends who have heard me talk about it nonstop for a few months to finally check it out, and they are hooked like no other. They're watching all the private minis that are happening every week. They're watching the patron ones on Fridays and Saturdays. It's amazing.
Yeah. Please become a patron. You could pay $5 a month or something. Yeah, and you're
$3 is the lowest. Yeah, you can afford $3 a month. You can apply for the patron minis. Or if you don't want to pay for the patron minis, just know that you're helping to support us. The night I won my mini was on March 28th, and we were celebrating by the end of that mini. Oh my gosh, we have 100 patrons. It is now July 13th. Okay, we are a little over, like 3.5 months later. We have over 1,100. We have 1,000 more patrons than we did then. It's incredible. This is the time to get involved with Sequester.
This is definitely, especially with, man, that really freaks me out about California. Because
it's a hot spot right now.
That's insane.
Didn't have to be.
Before we sign off here, I just want to say I want to do a 1-year anniversary show next month, so I may work on some stuff. And if you guys want to work on some stuff too,
a 1-year anniversary,
of you joining the show.
Oh, well, yeah, the way, and 5-year anniversary of this show.
Like that's what I thought you were trying to go for.
Yeah,
I was like 1-year anniversary. I didn't enjoy it.
Sometimes it feels like it's a year. I don't know.
I feel that.
But I just wanted to say before we wrap this up, a lot of people have contributed to my weekly meltdown over the past, the past 2.5 years since it's been in the live format. Deb Cochran, who is one of the people, she suggested to trying it live. So if it hadn't been for her, there may not be a live show. So Deb, we love you, we miss you, and thank you for helping me kind of maneuver through that. Phelan Fairchild, Bill Methling, Clifford Myers, Nate, I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name. We have, Ethan and all of these people, Kim, Alex Kidwell,
Andrew,
definitely Andrew, Brent Walgamont from RNTV has been on, all these people, and I'm forgetting someone.
And even Rob Sesternino, who reached out to you when you were first starting, and you reached out to him and you guys had the conversation. He came on our show a few months ago as well.
That's our highest downloaded podcast episode, by the way.
It's amazing.
I believe it. And, all of the, it's a combined effort, and, it wouldn't be what it is without all these people. And if I forgot someone, I'm so sorry. But I'll remember for the 5-year anniversary show. But, it is a group effort, and, it works for some people and then it doesn't work for others, but you kind of got to have a brass pair of balls to do this. Because I learned real early, from acting and doing stuff, you're judged constantly and nitpicked and put down, and there are trolls out there, and you just have to ignore it and not get all excited about it. But and Once Upon a Time was on once. Okay, I forget.
Once on this island.
Once on this island, right?
Yeah, Once Upon an Island.
Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying, because this is when Allison starts rambling and Tyler's got to eat. So it's time to go. But we'll be back Wednesday. Remember, we're rewatching Big Brother 10. So we've got what, episodes 21 through 23?
Yeah.
This Wednesday at
22 through 24.
I think it's 21 through.
It would
23.
be in
the final 5 HOH.
Yes, you're right. You're right. 20. Yes.
Whatever.
Yes.
Look at the archives. Okay. Look at the playlist. Whatever. What she said. That's what she said. We'll be here Wednesday at 8/7 Central. Okay. I don't know what I'm looking at when I look off like that. So thanks for watching. This is just something, we should do this more often. Just get to do
I like it too.
Do an hour show about nothing. We'll call it the Nothing Show.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that being said, everybody have a great rest of your evening. See you guys on Wednesday.